Hello and welcome back to another episode on Fullstack with, of course, me, Bobo. And, well, I got lots of stuff done in between last episode and this one, because I had one of those weeks where, let's flip around, I had lots of time to play. Well, not necessarily lots of time, but I had a good amount of time to play and do stuff, but not exactly a lot of time to record. People were over in my dorm studying for tests and whatnot. Because, the week before spring break, every teacher gives finals and that sort of thing. But yeah, so I got to play a good amount of time for being a week of college. But I didn't exactly, get lots of recording done. So it's going to be a lot of Bobo talks for, 20 minutes about all the things he did. Maybe not 20 minutes because that'd be a while. But I think the first thing to bring to the attention is this baller bow. It's named Eternum, which is Latin for infinity, I think, or like eternity. I think it's eternity. I don't quite remember. But it's got infinity, power 4, or power 5. Mending, unbreaking, and flame. The only way that could be better is it has knockback on it, but I didn't really want knockback on this bow. I don't know why. I just didn't want it. Alright. So then, recently I caught these skeletal horses. I was chilling, and then I saw a skeleton horse hanging around out there, so I was like walking over to it, and it was like one of those traps, so I got attacked by a bunch of horsemen, and I gotta kill all the skeletons riding them, and I captured all of them. So I think, like, right here, we're going to have, like, a garage, but it's going to be stables, to fit with the kind of medieval Roman-y theme, and that I think a few of us around here are doing. This is, like, the medieval ancient times quadrant. We got Rain over on the other side of the river doing his thing, making like a village type dealio, I guess. We got Gracchus making a ship. That doesn't necessarily have to be ancient, but it's not like a cruise liner. And yeah, then Milk made his house right there, and that's pretty kind of medieval style, I guess. So apparently this is the quadrant for the ancients. But yeah, so that's that. We also had a fun experience one of these days. I really wish I could have recorded this, but I think I was on lunch break, so I was just, doing stuff over lunch. I take about an hour or so for lunch and just don't do any schoolwork. I just like relax, watch YouTube, play some Minecraft. But if I came down into my little farm area and I just heard all the mob sounds. So I'm like, okay. I got like kind of looked around. There was no discernible mobs. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see. And so I start digging around here. And like, oh, there's a cave. So I'm like, of course I dig like 3 blocks to the side, but I can just hop in there. And it's like, and it's jam-packed full of mobs. So I'm like going through with this bow, just like clearing it out. There's like hundreds of creepers. That's only a slight exaggeration, but there were seriously lots of mobs. I just like cleared them all out, lit it up, because there must have been 100 some mobs down here in total. And like I got down here, you can see I put a little like barrier up because there's like 4 or 5 creepers like in this area, so I'm like just sniping them. And then I'm like, okay, I'll continue on. There's another pack of 4 or 5 creepers, so I got a few on me and ran back and like parkoured up. And it was certainly an interesting experience and really gave me helped me like learn the 1.9 combat mechanics and how OP a bow is. Bows, that's all you'll need. If you can get an OP bow, you're pretty good. So I highly recommend an OP bow if you're having troubles with 1.9 and the combat and stuff. I think I'll have enough. Let's hop up here. Let's pillar up. That's one thing I don't like about 1.9. The shield kind of gets in the way when you're trying to pillar. So I don't know if there's anything Mojang could have done to avoid that, but yeah, that was a fun experience. And yeah, so I think you guys caught a glimpse of all the building I've done. Obviously I have this little section. I've moved the wall so far, or the bed. I can't words apparently right now. But yeah, so we come out into this kind of circular like thing that's going to be kind of a tower. I think like 2 or 3 stories up. Then like have a nice little part at the end, like a flat area on roof, so you can like stand up there and snipe Rain while he's working on his stuff. Then over here is going to be kind of like the bottom floor. I think is going to be the dining hall, especially back in this area. Then we'll probably have another story with the like bedrooms and stuff, and like the master bedroom going to be in the back here, maybe with a nice view of Rain's place. And we see Rain doing stuff. Looks like he's getting attacked by a skeleton. Let's see if we can snipe it from here. Cover fire. Okay. Yeah, so earlier in chat we were talking about how we're a lot closer, like Gracchus and Rain got into a bow battle earlier. It's like, and we just talked about how it's pretty cool to be able to do that. And we I think all plan on kind of staying in one area for them, at least the foreseeable future on this map. Let's actually grab the shield. But yeah, I've also been just, working around. I've got kind of like the ground floor plan laid out and some of the original walls and foundations ready to go. Obviously, I need to pull out all of this dirt at this level to replace it with the floor, because dirt's not a good floor unless you're a pig. But yeah, I'll probably come through with the spruce. So I've been farming up some spruce since I'm using it for my wall, like the pillars, and I'm going to be using it for the floors. So I'm going to be using lots of spruce in this build. But yeah, so I just have a few trees growing. Probably need to harvest that one. But yeah, that's about it. Besides, I've gotten a few more enchants. I've just been working on my supply. Getting pretty close to a... That's actually... If I get some feather falling, I could make a pretty decent set of boots there. Just need like some protection on that helmet and some on breaking. Then, yeah, just trying to get some decent enchants so I can start making up some better armor than unenchanted iron. But I'm really not having too much of a problem with mobs anymore because this bow is just so good. But it'd be nice to have some enchanted armor with some mending on it so I can never worry about that stuff again. Just, oh, it's getting kind of low. Let's head over to the XP farm and change that. Because The mending enchantment is so nice, guys. I've got it on this pick, which I understand it's the Silk Touch pick, so it's kind of not as useful. But this is kind of like my workhorse pick. Like, I'll just use this for everything. And it's really nice to only have to, like, make one of those ever. Then you can just go over to an XP farm and fix it. Burn. Then we can take out that zombie. It's like, and that's the nice thing about this bow. It can one-shot guys, and if it's not raining on the server, which is like never. Hey, you got inside. That's not good. Or you spawned inside. He might have been a social zombie. But yeah, it's like this bow is especially awesome since, you know, it repairs itself with the mobs you kill. So, yeah, but that's basically what I've done on Fullstack this week. Don't really have time for much more, so a full episode shot in a single clip. Probably shouldn't do that ever again. But yeah, so let's spin on around. I've been Bobo. This has been Fullstack, and I'll see y'all in the next one.